If you're one of the tens of millions of Americans out of work because of COVID-19 and wondering how you're going to pay your bills, now is the time to take some action. Gilmore Jason Mahler CPA Charlie Hyde is here to help with some helpful suggestions. Charlie, right now is a really frustrating time for folks. They're having a hard time. We hear this every day. They're having a hard time getting through on the unemployment website. Meanwhile, they've got bills going unpaid right now.
Right. And it's unprecedented times. And, I think we're going to go through a number of ways to just help people, start thinking about how they can get some help. But I want people to walk away from this segment today, with one thing in mind, and that is there is access to help out there, but people have to take the initiative. You can't just sit back and go in default on a credit card or a mortgage. You need to take the initiative. Lenders and creditors have options. A lot of times you can go to their website. But, again, the key is take the initiative now. Don't wait till you go into default.
Yeah, so let's talk about maybe some of those bills that people are having a hard time paying. Rent, probably a big one for people. What should people do? Yeah,
number one, contact your landlord. First of all, if you've been a good tenant of that landlord, he doesn't want to lose you. He or she doesn't want to lose you. They understand that we're all facing cash flow problems. As you had mentioned, you might be waiting on your unemployment because you just haven't gotten funded yet, but you've filed. You lost your job and, you haven't been called back yet. Those are all things that are draining your cash. And you're coming up on first of the month. Typically, that is today when rent would be due. You need to reach out to your landlord and explain the situation of what's going on. They might be able to, have you pay a partial rent payment. They might do a deferred rent. They might even allow you to use your security deposit to cover this month's rent, knowing that your unemployment will probably by June 1st have kicked in.
Yeah, and I think right now we know here in Lucas County, eviction hearings are on hold right now just for safety
Correct.
In and out of the courts. So that could buy you a little time. But, people going down the road here are likely going to have trouble paying that rent here in the coming months. So just, talk to your landlord.
Talk to your landlord, Communicate.
Yeah, how about, I think, credit card bills? Yeah, that's probably going to be a big one for people too.
Yeah, it is. And we've all, if you've been following the news, that, credit card companies have definitely put out information that they have options to help you. But you have to take the initiative. Some of the programs I've seen deferring payments, waiving late fees, but you need to reach out to them and talk to them about what's going on. Rather than just kind of ignoring it and the bills keep coming, the interest keeps adding on. You just, and if you can do it right now, just pay the minimum payment on your credit card bill to conserve cash. It's not what we recommend long term, but in this crisis, absolutely, that's a viable option.
Yeah, and I think utility companies as well, we all need to keep the lights on, right? Yep. So they're kind of offering also deferral programs, I think, things like that too, right?
There are, and on the screen we've got energyhelp.ohio.gov. I'd recommend anyone who is having, maybe concerns about their utility payments. There is help out there. Go to that website. There are programs available through the state of Ohio to help you with this. Contact your utility provider, whether that be, First Energy, whether it's, Consumer Energy. You think about utilities, don't forget you've got your, cable, and they're all willing to work with you to in these times because we're all going through it.
Yeah, we sure are. And do you have any final words of advice for folks this morning?
Yeah, I think the big thing is as you are trying to conserve your cash, this is a great time to look at your monthly spending. And what I mean by that is make a list of where your money's going, then look at it as what's a need versus a want. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. Food and medicine right now are needs. you've got to cover that. You know, the wants are, oh, geez, I have Netflix and I have Amazon Prime. Do you really need two streaming services? If you've got TV, do you even need a streaming service at all right now? If you have a landline, maybe you can. So you're going through and you're trying to eliminate items that you just don't need. And then the last thing, absolutely everyone needs to be aware of in times of crisis. You know, unfortunately, there are people out there that, you know, see this as an opportunity, and scams are up. And, you know, anything from related to, you know, wow, that's bad.
They need you. They need you. Well,
yeah.
we just want to tell people that scams, and we have the Better Business Bureau on here talking about it pretty regularly. As you said, people seeking those opportunities. So just beware that people are out there trying to take what money you do have at this time. So we just want to protect everybody, keep everybody safe.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is just be aware and don't give your personal information or banking information to anybody.
Very good. All right, Charlie, thank you so much for joining us today. Hope you guys are staying well and healthy there.
You too, back at you.
Thanks. Take care. When WTOL 11 Your Day returns.